So now we just talked over Maxi. We'll be talking about Xianghua, or X, depending on if you're in the fighting game scene or not. Interesting thing about Xianghua, she is the love interest of Kilik, best friend to Maxi, and these three traveled the world in search of Soul Calibur. But she's got some pretty cool weapons, and her weapons are actually very important to the story. I might make a small video on that, we'll see. So we have the No Name. It's really called No Name because the history of the sword gave it no name. She's got two versions, really. Both of them I think look very cool for her weapon style. I think they're very interesting to look at in both red and blue, which is pretty interesting. Then we have the card. The card gives her a 20% increase in damage, and her pushback gets increased by 10%. So it's a really strong first unlockable weapon. Then we have the North Star, or the Northern Star, excuse me. She has a regular same boost, but her attacks do more damage to a guarded opponent, but also has a chance to guard break. So this is like offensive, the weapon. Then we have the Coipus, I don't know how to say that correctly, but it's Coipus. She does 10% chance of guard impacting while defending, and also 50% chance to do damage to someone who guard impacts. Then she gets the infamous Soul Calibur. She was actually one of the first wielders of Soul Calibur, or Siegfried actually. And she gets a 30% increase in damage. She does more damage, or has a chance to do more damage to guarding opponents. She also can nullify counters, and she recovers health, 5 points of it every second. So this is like one of her best weapons, hands down. Then we have the Calligraphy Bush, which is her joke weapon, and it just makes like brush sounds when she swings it, and she loses 10% damage. And then her Ancient, I think is cool design because it's reminiscent of her weapon of the No Name. So it's really cool to see like them just kind of like going back to basics and keeping her simplistic style of her swords, and I really fuck with that heavy. But if you're liking the content, make sure to check out the video why you should play Soul Calibur 3, and remember, stay my X's. Peace.